Yo, ladies and lads, what's going on? It's Spag here. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's been a very long time since I made a video, but I'm here. I saw some stuff, and I thought, let me talk to you guys about what's been going on in Tekken. Obviously, the Tekken World Tour's been going on, and there's been a lot of cool tournament action. Yesterday, we had the mix-up, and Tibetana won that. If you guys are interested, obviously my Twitch is right down here, so I do a lot of restreams of these tournaments since I'm not commentating as much anymore. But as actually something more interesting that happened last night, there was actually a mini Tekken talk, and they showed some of the content that will be coming out, which includes swimsuits and certain cosmetic items. But one cosmetic item that really interested me was that they're doing a collaboration with a game called Atelier Lumia, and they showed that Reina has a collaboration custom of a character in that game. I guess the main character. As you can see on the screen, I think it's just like this blue thing's rotating around her like the moon around the earth, like some orbit, and then a hairstyle which really is just a strand of hair that's like sticking out. It doesn't look like there's anything else. I mean, now looking at the game, it looks like this character has their own costume, but I don't see that costume in this video. It might be available actually, I'm not sure, but it's interesting. It's like they made a whole video here on the Tekken channel about the hair. A lot of people are rightfully not happy with this because, at the end of the day, yes, it's content, but do people want more, man? Do you really want to see this type of content when you look at something like Street Fighter, and Street Fighter has been doing a lot more actually? They did a recent collaboration with Esper, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is like a big K-pop group. And look, I'm not very well versed on K-pop. I'm not the biggest K-pop fan. I don't hate it, right? But I don't really listen to it or engage in the community. But people were very excited about this. I was seeing a ton of people, like even like Yagami, who's one of the best players in the world, actually a Reina player as well, funny enough. He was saying that he was so excited about this. He when he did his intro walk at CEO, he actually put on his phone that he wants Tekken to do a collaboration with them as well. And it's quite clever because if you look at these communities are outside of the fighting game community for the most part. There is a little bit of a merging in some ways. Obviously some people who are K-pop fans are also very big fighting game fans. Again, at the end of the day, Tekken is a Japanese game, and Korea and Japan are both massive communities in this game. So I'm sure there's a lot of Korean players that are also quite excited about this. But actually, K-pop is very global, right? So you had a ton of people in America, in Europe, that were very excited about this, and maybe some people that were like, "Oh, let me check out this game, Street Fighter, because it's got my favorite singer in it," right? K-pop fans are insane. They are. Some of them are not normal, man. They're absolutely like crazy. And it's those crazy bastards that you want in your game, bro, because they'll support it as long as their favorite singer's in it, man. So, I was saying this for a long time. It's the reason why I feel like Tifa would have been a really good choice to add into Tekken. And why I still think that Tifa's going to probably make it in. It's because I feel like the fans are just crazy. You want those crazy fans in your game, man. So, yeah, so look, at the end of the day, I feel like Street Fighter had done a really good job there in collaborating with them. But another thing is that when I would go to Japan, I'd always see a bunch of different collaborations, with Street Fighter. It was kind of everywhere. It's a very big game now. Tekken is not as big, but I feel like at one point it was. Maybe around Street Fighter 5 when SF5 wasn't doing so well, but Tekken 7 came out and had a really good release. That game, kind of fell down a bit, and Tekken kind of jumped up, and at one point Tekken was getting more entrants than Street Fighter. And now we're talking about 6,000 to 900 competitors at EVO Japan. I mean, there's a huge difference, right, in the amount of people that sign up for Street Fighter and Tekken. And the difference is the type of content and collaborations that Street Fighter has been doing. It's not purely a gameplay aspect. A lot of people will say, "Oh, Tekken 8 isn't doing well because of the gameplay." No, it's not purely a gameplay aspect. I'm telling you guys that Street Fighter became really big when they did an event or a series of events which included some of the biggest VTubers in Japan and some of the biggest pros in Japan as well. And that event kicked off so much that you'll see pictures and videos of these events where arenas are sold out. just to watch two content creators play each other in Street Fighter. It's huge, man, and this is why I feel like events are very, very important to the health of your game in order to promote the game. Tekken World Tour obviously has been a very important tool, and now we have the Esports World Cup, which is huge. But these things don't last forever, man. And I think, you know, I've tried to do my part in doing events as well. The Red Bull Golden Letters tournament. And actually other stuff as well, like the NA and EU event, the Pakistan versus Korea event. And these types of things which bring people from outside of the FGC looking into the FGC. Those things are very, very important. And I think you look at this Atelier Lumia Tekken 8 collaboration, and I'm not sure how many people play that game or what it is. So I'm ignorant here. So maybe one of you guys that are watching this video can tell me how big this game actually is. But I think the difference between having like a big collaboration with a K-pop band, which is very popular, like a famous K-pop band, and this is very different, I feel, you know. At the end of the day, you want to try and bring people that are not in the FGC at all into looking inside of the FGC, and that's how that's one of the reasons why I did the NA versus EU event back in 2022, because actually if you watch the YouTube archive of that, you'll see people in the comments saying, I don't play Tekken, I don't watch fighting games, I don't even watch games that much, but I watched this because they found out it was happening. And as an American, I wanted to support my American brothers and sisters. And, you know, the same thing for Europe. You know, they'll support their country against another country. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's all about bringing people from outside of the scene into the scene. And I think that Street Fighter's done a really good job in doing that by doing these amazing events and doing really good collaborations. But yeah, I don't know. The Tekken one is definitely lacking in a lot of ways, and I think the fact that it was just a strand of hair, people are actually kind of insulted by it, and I get it. I understand why people are, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to think because I don't know the game, so I'm not like a big guy in gaming in general. I just know Tekken really well. I don't know if Atelier Lumia is a really. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I might be saying it completely wrong, but Is it a big game? Is it not a big game? I don't know. The strand of hair, kind of, I don't know. Why would you make a trailer about just a strand of hair and a blue thing rotating around you, orbiting around you? It doesn't make a lot of sense, man. And yeah, people are pissed off, man. But it is what it is. I'm still looking forward to the patch that's coming out this month. I think there will be a balanced patch, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen because I really think that there's some characters that need to be nerfed. I say some, actually every character needs to be nerfed. Right now we're in a situation where there's way too much volatility in the game. I'm looking at characters like at the top of the list, you know, Anna, Lars, Brian, Asuka. You know, there's tons. I mean, every character, really every character. I shouldn't really call out names in it, but like in my opinion, you know, there are some characters that are just doing way too much, man. And I really do hope that we get a ton of nerfs now. And I do believe we will. I just don't know if they're going to be enough. And I feel like we might have to wait till the end of the year for more and more patches to come until we get to a situation where we're kind of happy with where we are. But yeah, that's the video I wanted to make today, guys. Just to talk about this situation with the collaborations. I really hope that the Tekken collaborations do become like more significant in the future. That they start collabing with like some... you know, some very well-known bands or other games or whatever, man. Look, I'm not working at Namco. I don't work there, so I can't. I'm not in a position to tell these people what to do or anything like that. But I look at Street Fighter and I say, man, these guys are definitely on job. They know what they're doing. They're collaborating with some really cool people, man. So I'd like to see the same from Tekken because Tekken also has a very big legacy that a lot of people know about Tekken. So let's see if we can get that as well. But ladies and lads, that's the video for today. Facom Ramp is dropping from this time of this video that I've recorded it. Is actually dropping in like 4 or 5 hours, man. So I'm going to definitely be playing that character and see if that character is broken as well or not. Probably will be. But it's going to be interesting to see that as well. But guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, man, I'll catch you soon. Peace.